12 props.
Whoops. Oh, sorry about that. Let's do it again.
12 props. 24 hours. Which side are you on? This is the Daily Dozen. Presented by Champions Round.
All right. What's up, everybody? Happy good morning Sunday to you and Joey as well. We are here to talk to you about the Daily Dozen picks for today, week 10 on Sunday. We got a lot of stuff to get to, and we will do that. But Joey, first of all, sir, how are you, sir?
Could not be better, man. Halfway through the NFL season. We got a good slate of games today. Let's make some money.
All right, sounds good. And for those of you who aren't aware, the Daily Dozen, it's a game that you can play on our app, Champions Round. You basically have 12 props that you have to pick. You only have to get 7 of them correct to win. And if you get more than 7, you get more money. If you get all 12, you get a cool $1,200. It's so much fun to play. I enjoy playing it. I don't know about you, but we get a lot of comments about that. It's probably our flagship game that we have on our app. So one thing also too that I want to talk to you about is our giveaway that we have currently right now for a Jerry Jeudy signed jersey. So what you want to do is go to our follow our page, of course, Champions Round. On Instagram, we've got a post of the Jerry Jeudy story. So share that post to your story. Comment how many receptions and yards he finishes with this Sunday here against the Titans, and whoever comes closest wins. So just simple as that. That's how you can win a Jerry Jeudy signed jersey. So very cool. Cool stuff. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Joey, are you ready to do this?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah? Are you having little internet issues? Okay. Let's
hear me?
do it. All right. I can hear you. Yeah, that's the good part.
All right. Cool.
You're just kind of coming in it a little bit. That's all. All right. So first prop, let's talk about this and we'll go through these. Tyreek Hill, 8.5 receptions. Miami versus Cleveland. What are you thinking here? Is this too high? I'm looking at Tyreek's numbers. He's had like 7 catches, 12 catches, 7 catches, 12 catches, 7 catches. Now this would be 12 catches again if we're going by conventional wisdom here. Can he do this? What's your thought?
I am going to actually roll with the under on this one. I think they're going to be really focused. They're going to game plan him well, and it's going to be one where he goes under 8.5. That's still a lot of receptions to begin with. I'm expecting more out of Waddle today too, so rolling with the under.
Yeah, I mean, if this was 7.5, I'd be all over that over, I think. But because this is 8.5, he's got to get 9. Can he get 9? He absolutely can. He's got 12 3 times this year. So I'm going to say under, though, for some of the same reasons that you mentioned. And I don't know. I kind of feel like this game might be the Browns, I think, are they going to try and run the ball and control that clock, which also means fewer time of possession and possessions for Miami. So I'm going to say under as well, and we'll roll with it.
Yep.
I like our wisdom of thinking here. All right, next one.
Want a good start.
Hey, look at that. Nick Chubb, rushing yards, 84.5. Is this
Under.
too much, or is this, what do you think? This is kind of like right around his sweet spot, isn't it?
This is too much. The Dolphins have a horrible run defense against a quarterback, but with a running back, they actually have a pretty decent defense. They've been shutting down good RBs all year, so I'm going to go with the under. 84.5 is a lot. Obviously,
right.
One of the best backs in the league, but I'm still going with the under.
Yeah, I'm going to take the over on this, so I'm going to go against you. I just think that nothing wrong with what you said about the Dolphins and their run defense, what they've been able to accomplish, but the Browns' offense and offensive line, they mesh really well, and that's how Chubb can do so well. And if he has just like one 30-yard gain, I think this is probably going to happen. So I'm going to take the over, and I'll sweat it out. All right, let's go. Next one. Travis Kelce, 77.5. This seems like he gets this all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like you got to roll with the over on this. You can't fade Travis Kelce when his receiving prop is under 80 yards. He can easily get this. So at this point, I'm going to go with the odds on this. I'll go Kelce over.
The only thing I'm thinking that too as well, but the only thing I'm thinking of here is the game script and how this is going to go against Jacksonville, right? Is this going to be a back and forth battle? If it is, I am definitely leaning over. I'm not sure if Jacksonville can hang. If that's the case, then maybe Kansas City has more of a conservative approach, and they don't need to necessarily win on the arm of Patrick Mahomes, even though that rarely happens, right? I don't know. Something about this wants me to take the under. for whatever reason. And I think it's the game script. So I'm kind of going to go that way, even though the chalk play here is over. I'm going to take the under. So, yeah.
Right.
Wow. We're like against each other a little bit.
No, I know. But I get the logic. I really do. Sometimes
All
you
right.
got to go against the gut.
Yep. Cool. Sometimes the gut gets you. Okay, here we go. Davante Adams, 85.5. Now he's up against the Colts. And of course, the Colts have Stephon Gilmore. And he'll likely be up against Adams here. Is 85.5 too much? I kind of think it is. I like the under.
I like the under too. The Colts also have a really good defense against good receivers. They're 6th in the league in least passing yards given up. So I'm going to go with the under. 85.5. And Davante Adams can be a little shaky, inconsistent in a way.
Mm-hmm.
He's still one of the best receivers in the league, but I've seen games where he's gone for 12 yards, seen games where he's gone for 140 yards. So in this particular situation, I'm going to go with the under.
Yep, I kind of like the under as well, especially it seems odd because he had that huge game last week, but I'm going to take the under on 85.5. I think that Stephon Gilmore plays him pretty well and kind of shuts down that side of the field a little bit. So going under. We like the under there, both of us. Okay. Yep. CeeDee Lamb. All right, another matchup situation. CeeDee Lamb against the Packers. This is in Green Bay. All right, so if Lamb lines up outside, he's most likely facing Jair Alexander. If he's in the slot, he's most likely going to see Rasul Douglas. Both of them are tough. Shoot. I mean, I honestly think this is kind of like a Dalton Schultz type of game or a Tony Pollard type of game. I don't really see Lamb going off as a result of what I just mentioned. So I kind of like the under on this one as well. Is that crazy? What are your thoughts?
I get it. You're going against two really good cornerbacks, but I'm going to lean towards the over on this because I think the Cowboys are going to win. I think the Cowboys are going to cover. And because of that, I think CeeDee Lamb is going to be involved. And I honestly think he's going to have a really good game today for some reason. I got that feeling. I think he torches any DB that's on him. So I'm going to go with the over on this one.
I'm thinking the Cowboys get like a defensive score. I think they get like a rushing score and maybe like a Michael Gallup, and that's 21 points right there. Throw a couple field goals in, that's 28. They win 28-17, something like that. Lamb doesn't score. He doesn't have a very big game. So that's me just kind of throwing out a game script there. But yeah, again, under. All right, we disagree again. Okay, let's go to the next one here, Joey. DeAndre Hopkins, who's been awesome since he came back from his suspension, receiving yards, 78.5. What do you think of this one?
Gonna go with the over on this one, too. I saw some videos of him arguing with Kyler Murray last week. They seem like they were on a different page. But with that being said, he's still balling, and I think they probably figured it out this week. They're probably going to be back on the same page. They'll be gelling. So I'm going to go with the over 78.5, and I like a touchdown for him today too.
Yeah, so let's talk about the matchup on this one as well. Is he going to be shadowed by Jalen Ramsey? Probably not. Ramsey seems to be that kind of like Joker type of defender who kind of goes all over the field and makes plays where the ball is. Could he be perhaps the guy on Hopkins? If Hopkins gets the ball a lot, he will. So I'm a little concerned about that. Maybe this is kind of more of like a Rondale Moore type of game, but it's really hard to go against Hopkins here. All he has to have is like, just be peppered with 8-yard passes to get this. He could have like a 12 or 13 target type of game like we've seen from him in the past. So I kind of like the over. I think 78.5 is manageable, especially if he gets like 7 or 8 catches. And if one of them happens to be like 24 yards or something like this, yeah, I think he hits that over. So I kind of like it. Not necessarily too worried about Jalen Ramsey as a shadow because Ramsey kind of is like that Troy Polamalu in the defense who just kind of goes after everything. So, all right. I like what do I say? I like the over.
Yeah.
And you like the over as well. All right, next one. Ooh, ETN. Talk about a running back who has played well here recently and lately. They've been giving him the ball a ton, maybe too much. What can Travis Etienne do against the Chiefs? This, in my opinion, this kind of goes back to game script as well. If Kansas City is up, let's say they're up like 17-3, they're not going to run Travis Etienne. It's not going to happen. He's going to have to get this number in the first half, I think, or close to the number, in the first half in order for this to go over. I kind of like the under here. And the Jacksonville game script is the reason why. Now, he might have like 37, 42 yards receiving. Hey, great. But that's not what this prop is all about. So rushing yards, under 76 yards is what I'm saying for ETN, unless he has like one of these games that he just balls off in the first half.
This is probably gonna be my pick. This is probably my lock of the Daily Dozen. I'm gonna go with the under as well. I think Jacksonville is gonna be playing from behind this whole entire game too. That's gonna force them to have to throw the ball. ETN to get 75.5 is pretty difficult, and I don't like it. I like the under in this. I don't think he's gonna have a big game. I could see him having some receptions out of the backfield, but 75.5 is a lot, especially against a team like the Chiefs. So I'm gonna go with the under. That is my Daily Dozen lock of the day.
Yep, I like it too. All right, cool. Josh Jacobs, rushing yards, 83.5 against the Colts. Joey, let's hear your take first.
This one's tough. Right? This one's tough, but I do like the over. I think the Colts are going to be in shambles today. And when Josh Jacobs gets going, and he's going against a team where he usually does good against, he cannot be stopped. He's one of my favorite backs to watch in the league. And especially today going against a team who doesn't really know what's going on with their coaching situation. We know that. Easy over on this one for me. I think he has over 100 yards.
Oh, man. Wow.
Yep.
I'm not so confident, and the under always wins until it doesn't, right? 84 yards is a lot against a team. Well, both teams are kind of like wishy-washy, right? They don't. Which team's going to show up? This being in Indianapolis. It is, right? It's in Indianapolis, isn't it? I'm pretty sure.
Yes, it is.
All right.
No, it's not. It's in Vegas.
It's in Vegas? Okay. Sorry. Ooh, good catch. Okay. So, man, I honestly don't know which way to lean on this one. I could give you angles for both. So I'm going to say the under. I'm going to say the under, like I said, because under always wins until it doesn't. So, I'm gonna sweat this one out and say the under. I'm not sure if the Raiders can get things going, even against the Colts. If anything, the Colts have a better defense than they do an offense. Maybe that defense shows up. I don't know. That's a tough one, but I'm gonna say under.
All right, I respect it. This one's good. This one could go either way, but see.
Dalvin Cook at Buffalo.
Dalvin Cook at Buffalo.
73.5 yards. That's tough to do at Buffalo, man. Is this going to be a Kirk Cousins game where he has to win it on his arm? Or is this going to be a game that Minnesota kind of controls the clock, controls the ground? Dalvin Cook has a big gain against these Bills. What do you think?
I got to go with the under. Any running back going into Buffalo to have over 73.5 yards. And if you're not Derrick Henry or Nick Chubb, I can't see anyone doing that. And I love Dalvin Cook, but this number is too high for that Bills defense. So I'm going to go with the under.
Yeah, it's tough. If Buffalo gets a lead, forget about the running game for Minnesota. I think this is a Kirk Cousins second half type of game. And Dalvin Cook, if he's going to get this, he's got to have a strong 40-yard first half at least. So I'm not sure if that's going to happen. I like the under as well. Okay, so that's that. Barkley. We forgot. We got more. We got Saquon Barkley, 93.5. Giants against the Texans. Can Barkley hit this number? It seems like everybody runs against the Texans. So this seems like chalk play, easy, no problem. Barkley over 93.5. What's stopping us from taking this over?
Nothing is stopping us from taking this over. Saquon Barkley is going to finish with 130 rushing yards today, and the over in this game is going to smash. We're going to see a lot of points, but this prop right here, I'm going to take the over, no doubt.
Yeah, I kind of like the over as well. One long gain, and he's got it pretty much. Especially if you have one strong long gain, chances are you're going to get the ball again, and the defense doesn't know how to stop you. So it's just going to be a train roll. I'll take the over as well on Barkley. All right, I think we got one more. Amon-Ra. St. Brown, 5.5. All right, now here's a guy who's getting like 7-8 catches. 5.5 seems like it's doable, right? What do you think?
Easily. I'm going to go with the over on this one. You got a really mediocre secondary with the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
And St. Brown's a playmaker. We've seen it all year. He's one of his unbelievable route runner too. Coming back, I think this is an easy pick. I'm going to go with the over 5.5. They're going to rely on heavy.
Yeah, 6 catches. I mean, he could have 3 or 4 in the first half. And
Yeah.
you could even have 5 in the first half, depending on how this game goes. So I like the over on this as well. Probably lots of short types of passes, 10, 12, 9 yards here and there. Maybe a couple smoke routes. Who knows? A catch is a catch, no matter what the yardage is. So 5.5 seems like he can do that. Take the over on that as well. All right. I think that's it. No, we got one more. What the heck? Feels like we're on like number 15. All right. Justin Jefferson, reception 7.5, man. That's kind of high for Jefferson, who kind of sits around that 5, 6, maybe 7 catch range. I think 7.5 is too much for him. If this was 6.5, I might take it, but 7.5, he needs 8. I'm not sure if I'm going there.
I got the same logic as you on this one. I'm gonna go with the under. If it was 6.5, I would probably take the over, but this is too risky. You're also once again going against Buffalo in Buffalo. That changes everything. So I think they're gonna obviously come in with a game plan for Jay Jettis, and I'm gonna go with the under.
The only way that I could see this perhaps going over is if he just literally just targets him, heavily, especially in the first half to get things going, kind of like what we saw last week. Then it's just like a back and forth type of battle, or maybe they're behind, like I was talking about in the second half. I mean, I can make a case for this being over. I totally can, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Just looking at what Jefferson has done in the past, like I said, he's in that 5, 6, 7 range of stars catches. 8 catches might be a little tough. I would say the advantage here, the chalk play, is under, but I understand the over.
All right. I like it. I think that wraps it up.
Yeah, that is our last one now. I've been early to the party here at the end, and now we finally got the 12. See, if I would have read that 12 out of 12 in the upper right corner, I would have realized that I had more slides to go, but that's fine.
All good.
Anyhow, so don't forget to sign up for the Jerry Jeudy autographed jersey on our Instagram page. Go to the post of the Jerry Jeudy reel, and what was it? You have to let us know how many catches and how many yards,
receptions and
yards, and then share that post to your story to get the win. And see if you can win that jersey. So Champions Round loves to give out stuff. This is no different with a Jerry Jeudy jersey. So have fun with that. Good luck with the Daily Dozen this week. I'm Jeff Hasley. Joey, it was a pleasure, man.
Always is, Jeff. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Awesome. Enjoy your week.
All right. See you guys.